go. Sorry about getting cut off. I forgot to plug in my laptop, so my battery died. All right, so we're just going to pick up off the last page of chapter 5. What? We're talking about the door. The door, he points to it. I used the door to come in, not a secret passageway. Why didn't you say so? I wipe my face, but my hands are so dirty that it just makes things worse. It's really gross in here, Bob. Why did you come here in the first place? Do you think you were running away from something? Bob thinks, tilting his head so that his chicken comb flops in the other direction. So you just keep picturing this like thing. No, he says, I came here because it was warm. Were you cold? No, he says slowly. You were cold. I was cold? You were shivering. Why was I shivering? Because it was almost winter and you were soaking wet. So that's the end of chapter 5. We're going to start on chapter 6.
Wait,
Bob.
so, oh my comb broke. Wait. Okay, no,
Are you thinking about their first interaction?
Yeah, and but like, if it's warm in Australia, and then she was, because it's usually warm in Australia.
Right, but it was winter in Australia. Right, so our seasons flip-flop. So when it's summer here, it's winter there. When it's winter here, it's summer there. Right, so it's winter there, and we know that he still doesn't really know how he got there. We just know that Bob found Livy, and then they went into the chicken coop. Right?
So that means it's fall in Australia.
Oh, right now? I guess so.
Yeah, because here's spring.
Yeah, those are good things to look up. You're supposed to look up those birds.
Yeah.
You need to look up what that bird is and what time it is in Australia right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look those up and we can talk about them next time when we read.
And then we could read.
Yeah. Okay, chapter 6, Bob. So now Bob's talking. If I think back really hard, I can still see the 5-year-old Livy curled up on the straw. Her long hair and orange pajamas matted with leaves and a tiny frog stuck inside the hood. A frog? She says when I tell her. So Bob's now telling her kind of like the story of when they met. I nod, remembering the bright greenness of the frog. It hopped out and landed on your nose, and when I shook you, you woke up, and then you laughed when you saw it. I don't add that when she saw me, she stopped laughing. Why was I sleeping if I was soaking wet in a chicken coop? Was it raining? I shake my head. It was sunny. I remember the early morning light through the slats in the roof and the dust hanging in the air. And you took a long time to wake up. But I thought I was the only one. But I thought I was the only one who saved you. I shake my head again. That came later. She sighs. The old Livy never sighed. This one sighs a lot. A car door shuts. Livy jumps up and peers through the window. Mom's back. Stay in here until we're out of the way, and then you can run back to the house, okay? She still doesn't trust the chicken soup. She ducks through the door before I can say that I don't want her to go. Now I'm all alone with the real chickens, who look at me suspiciously, and I cross my arms and sit in the corner, the same corner where she was all wet. A minute later, I can hear Livy laughing. I risk peeking out the window. Gran has joined her and her mom and the baby. They're feeding cucumbers and carrots to the pigs. Gran shows Livy how to hold the vegetables so the pigs don't nibble her fingers. Your dad will love this, her mom says, snapping pictures. Our little farm girl. I slump back down. I want to be a little farm girl. Well, a farm, not zombie. He wants to be a farm girl? No, a farm, not zombie. I haven't been outside in 5 years. I should get to feed the pigs and run in the grass and stare up at the wide blue sky that I'd almost forgotten existed. I should get to climb a tree if I feel like it. Why does Livy get to make all the decisions? I don't like the way that one chicken over there keeps glancing at me. I think she's up to no good. She looks like the kind of chickens who could peck your eye out and not even feel bad about it. I scurry out into the sun. Now everyone is laughing at how the pigs' tails are like little curly question marks and how they would go boing if you unwound them. I do my best chicken walk toward them, but then stop before I get too close. Livy will be so upset if she sees me. Maybe this was a bad idea. I glance around looking for cover and spot the well. This time Livy can't keep me from checking it out. I change course and dart behind it. I am now officially a rule breaker. The stones that surround... Oh, I think because he's trying to... Bob, the chicken's trying to head to the house without being seen. The stones that surround the well are warm from the sun. Leaning against them feels nice on my back. My feet feel funny though, like cold and hot at the same time. The funny tingling feeling starts there, but then it goes higher and higher till it reaches my head. Is this what Spider-Man's spider sense feels like? Or was it the beans? I bet it was the beans. I turn to my left. I am not alone at the well. Danny, the old man had called him earlier. He is sitting against the low wall with his knees pulled up to his chest and a book at his side. He sees me and his eyes widen in surprise. But it's not the kind of surprise like if you just saw a not zombie, more like the kind where you just saw a big chicken.
Maybe he'll help her.
Oh yeah, maybe they'll become friends. He has big pink icing around his lips, and he's been crying. I want to ask if he's okay, but chickens do not talk. So instead, I peck at the ground and think that life can't be all that bad if you just ate something with pink icing on it. You're lucky to be a chicken, the boy says, angrily wiping at his eyes with the back of his hand. Your life is so easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, I want to tell him. Old Livy used to say that. I've been waiting for a chance to use it, but now is not the time. Plus, my life is not so easy. He sniffles and then reaches out and strokes my fake chicken comb. I hold my breath. This suit works really well. Some days I wish I could be a chicken, Danny says. Things are hard when you're a person. Grandpop is going to lose his farm soon. Nothing grows anymore. He keeps petting my head. I can't talk to tell him that things will just be okay. And how do I know they will? So I just give him a gentle nudge on the chin and hope he understands. A shadow falls over us and I look up. Dark clouds have rolled in. Hiding the sun, Danny lets his hand fall from my head and stops crying. Clouds, he says, his voice full of wonder. And then he stands up and shouts, rain clouds! Shh! I know chickens don't shh people, but I can't help it. But it's too late. Livy and the whole family are staring right at us. Livy's eyes dart widely between me and Danny. Look at the clouds, she shouts, stabbing her finger upward a bit too frantically. But it works. Everyone looks up, even the baby, which gives me a chance to escape. But I don't. Something holds me there. We hear thunder, and everyone cheers. Gran lifts the baby up to the sky and hops around and woohoos. She's stronger than she looks. Livy's mom throws her arms around Livy and squeezes. At this moment, I could take off the chicken suit and do a naked somersault, and not one of them would notice. From behind her mom's back, Livy waves for me to go to the house. Danny has run over to join the whooping and dancing, and I want more than anything to join in too. But I do my best chicken walk toward the back door. Giant blobs of water plonk on my head. splash on my face, and roll down toward my mouth. Rain! It's a little weird. Not bad necessarily, just different. Not sure what all the fuss is about, frankly. By the time I've made it to the door, the rain has stopped and the clouds are rolling away. That was fast. The cheering stops as if someone has thrown a switch. Everyone is quiet. Libby is frowning, and that makes me sad. I hear her mom say that the baby needs to get into some dry clothes. I'd better get upstairs before they come in. Also, I'm pretty sure there's some potato chips left in the bottom of the bag. So why were they all whooping and hollering? Because the rain came.
Because at the start of the story, like they said, the rain never comes anymore. Because and when Libby was 5, everything was all green, and now everything's just brown.
Yeah.
Because
they're in a drought. Rain. Yeah, no rain. Things can't grow.
And then rain started, and then they're all cheering. And then when the rain stopped, they were just
kind of sad. Yeah. Well, we just learned that Danny's grandpa is gonna lose his farm because he can't grow anything. I know. All right, chapter 6 done. Are you gonna push that pause button?